It's now been 1 month since a bomb went off on 2nd Avenue North on Christmas Day.
Cases like this, it can have a mental toll, and it will last for a while. We're on the phone right now with Nathan Miller from Guidance Center, and he is here to talk about the resources available to those who need help. Nathan, good to be with you, first of all.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
How do we determine if we are needing help at this point, a month after the bombing?
Well, and some of those folks that are that have been involved in the bombing, everyone is different, so everybody's going to react differently to the bombing. That were either living there, work there, or have played there, on Second Avenue. But some of the more severe things, we look at are like sleeping issues, nightmares, avoidance of that type of situation, maybe even going back down to the Second Avenue area where the bomb went off. Maybe mood swings, feeling hopeless, numb, having anxiety, those type of things. So those may be some signs that there are some issues going on. Not to say that everyone is going to have them right now. Some folks may have them, but they may come months or years later, that they may start reliving some of this stuff. So there's some trigger issues in there as well. Fireworks, for those people who were actually there that morning, fireworks and loud noises may be a trigger for them, to kind of set them in a state as well, due to the bombing.
Yeah, we heard from a couple who lives down there, and they said they were walking around recently when the Titans were playing, and the fireworks just really set them off, and they had to go back home and take a moment. What advice do you have for people like that?
Well, and that's kind of a tough thing to look at because, we have many celebrations throughout our country each year, with the 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and just have things where we use fireworks. But sometimes those are hard to avoid. But, when you do have knowledge that things like that are going to be going on, try to shy away from them, at least for a little while until you can learn to cope with them. If not, if you're not able to do that on your own, seek some professional help.
Yeah.
Seek out counseling. Seek out your local mental health center, community mental health, private organization, church group, whatever that case may be, that's going to be able to offer you some counseling to give you the tools to get through.
And Nathan, in our final few seconds here, what are there financial resources or anywhere I can go for this type of help?
Absolutely. In your local community mental health centers, like Volunteer, there are federal and state funding options available a lot of times for people who meet eligibility requirements. Behavioral Health Safety Net is one of those that's offered by the state. You have to meet some eligibility requirements, but that is adults as well as children. The state expanded that program this past year, so there's more funding available for that for those who do not have insurance. And we're really excited about the children as well, and that's a program that's really come through. But there's always state and federal funding available most of the time through your community mental health centers. Folks just need to call and investigate, and there are several different agencies across the state that will have this funding. So my advice is just, call somebody and find out. You can get help without having insurance if you're eligible. So there's a lot of things out there for you.
Nathan, thank you so much for your help.